Alrighty, guys, we are back. It's your boy EQ, and up next we have Wack100 on top 5 threatening Kendrick. Guess we gotta thank Agent Vlad for this video, obviously one of hip hop's biggest police. The top 5 seems to be one of the dumbest criminals known to man. For someone that just skated on a charge that could have put him in prison potentially for life, the guy seems to be doing his best to try to be back in that situation, proving himself to be one of the biggest crash dummies out there, while also potentially exposing Drake to a RICO charge if any of what he's saying, which I kinda doubt, is true. From hits to the weekend to a plethora of other crazy claims. And who knows, maybe he's so brazen because he's a federal informant. Nothing in this day and age would surprise me anymore, so it would not shock me if we were to find out he's on some 6ix9ine timing and he's being protected by the government, which is why he feels so free to say some of this stuff. And for being a so-called rapper, I don't think I've ever heard any of this guy's music. Definitely let me know in the comments if you guys have ever heard one of his drops. I only really ever hear about him when he's making these crazy claims and these constant attempts to gain some clout. And with him trying every which way but actually making dope music to gain clout, it's definitely something that could put him on the course to have some very dire consequences that you can't come back from. And this guy seems like a goofball. I've gotten plenty of comments from people in Toronto basically saying that guy isn't even respected in his own city. So for him to act like he's some big shot caller in that city obviously seems to hold no water. And if he's really serious about making it as a rapper, you don't want to nix LA as a tour stop or the fact that it's a major media hub. And he's also been caught on camera running from the smoke. Him thinking he's going to be able to stop Kendrick from performing is obviously hilarious, fam. While I love Schoolboy Q and Sir's music, Kendrick is just obviously on a whole nother tier, honestly, with probably just a handful of people. While you can stop a show at a theater or a nightclub when you're partnered with it, it's going to be a whole different monster when you're trying to stop a stadium show. Even the Blue Jays are excited over the fact that Kendrick Lamar is going to go perform in their stadium. And obviously ownership and leadership is very excited with all the money they're going to generate from this. So the show will go on, guys. And top 5, while people can definitely take Toronto off that list, yes, it is a major city. Obviously a lot of money can be generated there. It's not just LA you potentially miss out on. It's the whole West Coast that has really banded together behind Kendrick Lamar. I'm pretty sure Oakland is going to feel away. I'm pretty sure Phoenix is going to feel away. And a bunch of other cities are going to feel away as well. But maybe this guy has given up on music altogether. So enough dilly-dallying, let's jump right into the video. Again, we have Wack100 on top 5 threatening Kendrick.
Earlier today, Kendrick and SZA announced a tour.
That's going to be huge. They going on tour together?
They're going on tour together.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, Kendrick selling out arenas on his own, SZA selling out arenas on her own. So now you bringing a hip-hop and R&B.
Yeah, I don't even want to just relegate it to R&B. She's also a huge pop star. So given all that and the run that Kendrick Lamar has been on, yeah, man, this tour is going to be one for the ages. I definitely expect it to sell out. And I don't see any goon getting near 100 feet from that man, nor actually being able to stop any of these shows.
Got a pop crowd together?
Mm-hmm.
It's over with. They're going to have to do like 2 shows in every city.
No, it's a stadium tour.
Gotta be.
Right. But what's interesting about this tour is on June 12th, they're playing in Toronto, Ontario, at the Rogers Centre.
Yep, Father's Day weekend, because Drake, Kendrick Lamar is your father.
What's wrong with that?
Well, that's Drake's hometown.
Still a major
How
city.
do you think this is going to go down?
It's going to go great, guys. If you guys didn't see, there was a video floating around a few months ago, around the time Not Like Us dropped, with DJ Scream actually playing it for a Toronto crowd over in the theater. And guys, it was pure pandemonium. The crowd was energized for it. They were singing it word for word. So while Drake is from Toronto, a lot of people in Toronto definitely feel like Drake really hasn't done too much for their city other than shout them out in records. So he's not as beloved as you would think.
Well, it's obvious. At least we can say, well, at least Drake ain't in control of Toronto because he ain't stopping that show. Okay, that's we could paint that picture because they've been
Right, it's already been booked at this point.
They said he was stopping shows, right? I guess people going up there, but I heard Roddy Ricch kind of like made claim to that because Drake helped him get into Canada once. It's this time he couldn't get in. I don't know if it was Schoolboy Q or somebody else.
Schoolboy Q claimed the show was canceled in Canada.
Yeah, but that's when you get your show booked over at a theater that is partnered with Drake. So that was inevitable. But yeah, man, you got to expect them to play those games. But Rogers is a whole nother scenario. This is going to generate a lot of money for the city of Toronto. The whole Blue Jays organization is excited for this. We've also had tons of comments on this very channel about them getting tickets. So yeah, man, this is definitely not something you're going to be able to stop. I think at this point, Drake really has to stop any of these attempts to try to take steam out this run. You Because all you're doing is making it more anticipated. At this point, Kendrick Lamar should put you on payroll for marketing because you're doing as much marketing as any other person involved in this.
So for them to book Kendrick up there like that, well, hey, listen,
Pardon the pun.
it's letting you know either it was a myth or how much pull he had, or they saying, hey, look, out with the old, in with the new. It's a new king here.
I mean, what's going to happen when Kendrick performs Not Like Us in Toronto? Because he's going to have to
They're going to go crazy.
There's no way he could do that show without performing that song.
Fans are going to jump up and go crazy.
We all saw the pop-out show. I expect that same type of energy, if not more. Because like I said, the pop-out show was over at an arena, and this is at a stadium. So can you imagine the energy level when you have 70,000 people chanting the record and screaming that record out bar for bar? It's going to be a movie.
The same thing that's going to happen at the Super Bowl.
It's going to go up.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be wild. I think Drake's guy Top5 said he'll respect Kendrick if he shows up without police security, which is ridiculous.
Man,
Kendrick's not showing up with
nobody, bro.
No A-list act is showing up anywhere without some type of security detail.
Dude is nobody. Dude,
Let's just do an event
come
like
on,
that.
we watched this same dude get mushed in the face and kicked in the ass. Oh, I was only 19. I don't know where y'all come from, bro. We off the porch at 12.
Facts.
Right? We ain't going for that. What you mean you was only 19 when you got mushed?
Bro, you a legal adult at 19, fam. Yeah, while your brain is not fully developed until like 25, you are still technically an adult.
In the face and kicked in the ass. Well, how are you supposed to be when you got the heart of a man to not allow that to happen? So, dude just do a lot of talk. Your little dude, 140 pounds, do a lot of talk. Ain't nobody worried about dude. Kendrick could be all right. He is who he is. His team is going to make sure he's right. And he's focused, and he come from a city where
Yeah, he's really acting like Kendrick Lamar didn't grow up in the hood and doesn't have the most thorough of people around him. TDE, guys, is very, very entrenched in the streets, as is a lot of his team. So I don't think you're going to get anywhere near Kendrick and not have any repercussions that come from that.
he was raised in that and had to walk down the street in that. So, at the end of the day, what they gonna have some sharpshooters or something? You know what I mean? What are we talking about?
I mean, look, Drake performed in Philly during the Meek Mill beef.
There you go.
And did back-to-back.
And put it on the screen.
Put it on the screen. So let me ask you a question,
Reap
though.
what you sow.
Right.
What's hilarious is that the goons that were threatening were outside of the fence, screaming from like 400 to 500 feet away. Guys, you're not going to get anywhere near close to these guys. They're going to pull up right in their immaculate tour bus all the way to the docking zone, walk right on in through the player's entrance, and be absolutely fine. So these guys thinking that they're going to go and touch him, guys, you're not even truly respected in your own city. And while you never know, man, I think the likelihood and the odds are very, very low.
Let me ask you a question. So Kendrick is about to perform in Toronto. Do you think Drake could come to LA and do like push-ups or some of the other diss songs?
The thing is, with these type of shows, the people in that arena are going because they love the artist they're about to go see. While, yeah, you may have somebody that's going over there that may want some type of smoke, the reality that they're actually going to get even close to the guy is almost slim to none. So I do expect if Drake comes out to LA, he's going to have a great reception in that arena. He just has to be really careful once he steps out, because it's not like a ton of people haven't personalized this beef. Kendrick Lamar or no one on his team have done any of the things that allegedly Drake and his team are doing, like canceling shows and stuff. It's not like they're going to stop party next door if he pulls up to LA. But the thing is, if OVO and Drake are giving that energy, like allegedly, and stopping these shows, do not be surprised if you get met with that same energy when you come out here.
Bro, nobody has an issue with Drake. It was a rap battle, a friendly one. This was a rap battle.
You can tell that Wack has been in some interrogations because obviously Agent Vlad is trying to get some incriminating stuff to go viral. But Wack is definitely not giving it to him.
A friendly
Pause.
one. Nobody disliked Drake. Drake didn't lose any fans or lose anything from us. Drake is still Drake. He's still that guy. It was a rap battle. I'm going to be real. I bet if we check, Drake probably outstreamed Kendrick when it came song to song. The popularity vote just went to Kendrick.
Well, overall in 2024, yeah, Drake
was most streamed.
outstreamed Kendrick.
The popularity,
And every other rapper at that.
Yeah, the popularity vote just went to Kendrick. So it's like, this ain't one of those situations where it's like a G Unit Black Wall Street or
Or
you know
actual
a
violence
lynch mob
declares.
NWA type beef going. It ain't like that. Like it was great music.
Well. Drake's bodyguard did get shot.
What that got to do with?
Yeah, man. Officer Vlad obviously is going to try to make some type of criminal connection, but that really holds no water. That could have been due to many, many reasons. It's not like Drake doesn't have his own set of enemies in Toronto.
Kendrick.
Well, I'm not
He
saying it
got
has
shot
anything to
where?
do
In Canada?
In Canada, yeah.
So you really believe
It has
Kendrick?
nothing to do with Kendrick. I always said that I think it has
Yeah,
something
but you
to do with
saying
the
it is
weekend.
inferring it.
You know, not that I can ever prove it.
Yeah,
I just feel like it has something to do.
That's some Canadian stuff. Like at the end of the day, Kendrick whole thing is, I'm not trying to kill you physically, but I'm gonna kill you on this microphone.
Yeah,
And he
mentally as
need
well.
him around to do that. The minute Drake something would have happened to him, all the attention would have shifted to Drake. That ain't nothing Kendrick want to do. I want you live and healthy.
Of course, and PG Lang and Kendrick Lamar have done a great job at making the conversation stick to them, even at any futile attempt by Drake and his team to try to take some of that buzz away. Like with these legal actions, what happens? He files that and Not Like Us gets a 400% increase.
I want you to take these lyrical jabs, right? And this bar ass whooping.
which is
like,
what it
come
was.
on, man. It's like, you know, he stepped out there and he did what he did and he stood up to it. But that lets you know, right? Listen, is the show selling? I bet it sells out.
I bet it sells out.
So what does that tell you? What does that tell you?
It obviously tells us right now that Kendrick Lamar is definitely the hottest artist right now. Obviously, Drake is going to do monster number streaming because the guy just has one of the biggest catalogs in music. The guy for a long time is dropping 2 to 3 projects a year, so that's no surprise. But the conversation was never about who's going to sell more. It was never about who's going to stream more. The conversation was about who the better rapper is. And obviously, we all know who won and who the culture coronated. Obviously, Kendrick Lamar. Barring any type of actual disaster, these tour shows are going to go on as planned, fam. These are stadium tours. There's a lot of money getting generated here. So yeah, obviously the cities are going to be excited for this. They're going to welcome Kendrick Lamar with open arms. Like I said, the Blue Jays organization already put out a post basically saying how excited they were for having Kendrick Lamar come to their city. And from a lot of the comments of people that actually live in Toronto, they're excited as well. They were ready to get their tickets as soon as the tour was announced. But yeah, man, Top 5 is just another crash dummy. I feel like that guy is getting no motion in music. He's resorting to get it by any means. And when you're doing it this way, fam, like I said, you're opening yourself up for some very nasty consequences because words, just like actions, have consequences, guys. But definitely let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about Top 5 routinely threatening Kendrick about coming to Toronto? Do you guys think he actually has any pull out there? But he just seems to keep putting himself in a situation where he's going to land in the same situation he was earlier, facing a charge that could put you away for life. And for you being a self-proclaimed OVO goon fam, you exposing your boss for putting out hits, man, it's definitely something that's going to get a RICO put on all you guys. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like, subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders. Guys, thank you so much. The channel is still growing exponentially, and honestly, it's all thanks to you guys. I really want to thank you guys so much for making the channel a part of your day. And the amount of love and support you guys have been showing the channel on a daily, guys, is overwhelming. And it's been giving me a ton of motivation to get these videos out daily. So I want to let you guys know how appreciative I am. And honestly, all the dialogues you also add to the conversation in the comments, because I always look forward to those. So I hope you guys love the video, and I hope to see you guys soon. Yeah, man. I don't know. For some reason, all these Vlad interviews just feel like interrogations. It might just be his line of questioning or how he films them. Agent Vlad reporting for duty.